Okay, now I will speak for a few minutes, and then you can ask me whatever you have to ask. Now, okay, can you start? The BBMP elections which are going to be held, and our party is of the opinion that Bengaluru's growth is very much important for the nation's growth. And unfortunately, in BBMP, the civic amenities which should have been provided by the ruling party, whether it is Congress or previously BJP, they have failed miserably. And despite BBMP having a budget of 5,020 crores, out of which nearly 488.83 crores was given for solid waste management. And our party is of the opinion that not even 20% of the garbage is picked up from the streets of Bengaluru. We would like to know where is this 488.43 crores have gone, in whose pockets this money has gone, whereas garbage is lying on the streets and the people of Bengaluru are suffering because of this. What happened to the July 2014 Kasa Mukta Bengaluru, garbage free Bengaluru was launched? Nothing happened. This is an IT hub. The growth of Bengaluru is very, very important for the nation's growth. And over here, 1800 tons of e-waste is generated. And there is no organized or scientific way of disposing of that e-waste. It is left to the scrap dealers. This is very dangerous from the health point of view. We would like to know from the ruling Congress party, what have they done? The third and important point, nearly for roads and drains, 1,882.52 crores was given. And Bengaluru has a road length of 13,483 kilometers. 65% of the roads cannot be called roads, because the ruling party chief minister and the ministers should at least twice a week should go on a motorbike or sit in an auto. I am sure they will get back pains and they'll get different pains. But because they cannot understand, they cannot feel the pain of the common man who is going through an excruciating pain of driving on these roads which cannot be called roads, which are full of potholes. Where has this 1,882.52 crores gone? Street lights, there are 4,21,113 street lights. More than 60% of street lights are not working. But wherever the Honorable Minister's house is there, all street lights are working. 60% of street lights are not working. In the budget, 317 crores was given for infrastructure development, including street lights. I don't know which lighting has happened, in which house that lighting has happened. And then there are 684 government schools. For that, only 42 crores was given. That is 0.01% of the budget, which is pittance. And these government schools have no infrastructure over there. The tax revenue of BBMP from 11-12 has increased from 816 crores to 1900 crores. You have increased the burden on the people of Bengaluru, but in return, nothing has happened. It clearly shows lack of understanding. It clearly shows deliberate underdevelopment of Bengaluru BBMP. Drinking water, 85 lakh population according to 2011 census. There is a demand of 1400 million liters per day. The great Congress government is supplying only 1250 million liters a day. There is a deficit of 150 million liters per day. According to, by 2020, the demand would be 1800 million liters. By 2036, population would be 1.26 crores and the demand would be 2000 million liters per day. In a study in 2012 of Department of Mines and Geology, Karnataka, which says 52% of borewell water and 59% of tap water in Bengaluru is not potable, primarily because of contamination of groundwater. So if you see all these important civic amenities, they have not been provided to the residents of this great Bengaluru, which is very important, as I keep on reiterating, for nation's growth, Bengaluru has to grow. And then I have read the article written by an honorable MP, Mr. Rajiv Chandrasekhar. It is pathetic that the child sex abuse cases are an increase in Bengaluru. Despite strong recommendations given, the Congress government has not done anything, only apart from a token announcement of child sex registry. Then you have the shameful incident of August 3. So in every parameters, the ruling Congress party has completely failed. And I hope that the people of Bengaluru will come out in thousands and in lakhs. The polling percentage should go beyond 80-90%. And they should come out and show their fury and anger and the deception and the betrayal of their confidence by these two ruling parties. Unless until people of Bengaluru come out and give a decisive mandate against this ruling party and the previous party, things in Bengaluru cannot improve. It is high time that these issues needs to be addressed, and MIM party has put up their candidates, and I hope that the people of Bengaluru would give us, and we will ensure that these problems which I have told to you will be taken care of on the first priority. Our corporators, if inshallah they elected, they will not trouble people by going to places where a building is constructed. The corruption stories of the ruling party corporators are legendary to say the least. I mean, if God had given those buildings tongue, they would have shouted that yes, corruption happened in the construction of these buildings. That has to be streamlined. The second important point is that I am really surprised that from February 2015 to August 2015, whenever I have asked for a permission to hold a public meeting to address, because please understand that MIM is a registered party in the Karnataka State Election Commission. We have municipal corporators in Bidar and in Baswa Kalyan. We have contested elections in various places. But every time a lame excuse is given by the Congress government, no, Owaisi cannot come because law and order is not good. I am surprised from February to August. Law and order is bad. What is this Congress government doing? It shows that they are very weak. They have no control over law and order. Because if one man's entry can lead to law and order problem, question marks will be definitely raised of what is the work which you are doing. What is the work which the government is doing? And the third important point is, does the Congress party really stands for freedom of expression or not? To say, because tomorrow we are going to celebrate August 15. We are going to celebrate our nation's Independence Day. We celebrate our Independence Day. We also pay homage to those great freedom fighters. And why did they fight? for this nation to be independent, for our voices to be heard, for different voices to be heard. But now what we are saying is that no, a voice which opposes the Congress party will not be heard, will be stopped. Is that Independence Day? Is that freedom of expression? Is that how we pay our homage to those great freedom fighters who gave their lives to ensure this nation becomes independent, strong, democratic, secular republic? I am posing a question to the Congress party. Are you for freedom of expression or not? I know reasonable restrictions in Article 19. But how is it that from February to August you don't allow me? I am a member of parliament having taken oath on the Indian constitution. I can speak in the biggest panchayat of the land, that is the Indian parliament, but I cannot speak in the streets of Bengaluru. What kind of freedom of expression is this? Yesterday in parliament I stood up and supported the adjournment motion moved by Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge. At that time the Congress party said thank you. I said I am going to Bengaluru tomorrow. Then they said why? I said when I talk about you, you said thank you. But when I say I am going to Bengaluru, your color of the face changes. Where is the freedom of expression? The Congress party over here is drunk in arrogance. They are drunk in arrogance. They must remember the people of India have thrown away biggest leaders of national fame. You are stopping me? For what? Because yes, I will continue to oppose you. I will continue to oppose BJP and RSS for the ideology. But that does not mean that no, you will not be allowed to come here. And please understand, elections should be free and fair. How are elections free and fair if Asaduddin Owaisi cannot say what he has to say? And do you please, I would request my journalist friends over here, while I was coming over here, and police officer called and said, have you taken permission to address a press conference? For God's sake, is this emergency? That even to address the press, I have to take a permission? Are we living in a dictatorship or in a democracy? I have all the right to come to Bengaluru. This is part of my country. You might disagree with my political ideology. I thank you for that. But how can you stop me? Twice permission was given, it was cancelled. Today I was supposed to hold a public meeting. Last moment it has been cancelled. ACP has given permission, the DCP says not a competent authority. Then who is the competent authority? The competent authority are the ruling party. But they must remember that I am not going to stop over here. In another 2.5 years, assembly elections will be held. What will happen then? Can you stop me in assembly elections? I will see to it that I will contest in major assembly seats now. Till now I have not decided, I was going slow, but now you have given me a direction. I am going to... Can you stop me then? No, you cannot stop me. How is it that when assembly and parliament elections, which are monitored by the Election Commission of India, I will get permission? And how is it that the police will not listen to the government? They are listening to them now. I don't blame the police. They are doing what can they do? They have to listen to their political masters. But this is the tragedy. And then one permission which was denied to me, it said that Canada ka word? Because Asaduddin Owaisi spoke about Yaqub Memon, the embers are very high. I am putting a counter question to Congress. Digvijay Singh and is coming, I am told. He's been given permission to hold a meeting. I want to ask a simple question. Asaduddin Owaisi is the biggest, baddest, meanest man in the whole India, I agree. I want to know from the Congress Muslim MLAs, भाई साहब आपका ओपिनियन क्या है याकूब मेमन के बारे में? Please tell us your opinion on record, because there have been many Congress leaders from Karnataka who called me on my phone and said, क्या बोले असद साहब, आप हक अदा कर दिए. बोला आप बोलो ना. अरे हम कैसा बोलना भाई, मेरे को फोन पे बोल सकते, ऑन रिकॉर्ड बोलो. But you are denying me permission because I have spoken something about Yaqub Mehman, about marhum Yaqub Mehman. Yes, whatever I have said it is on record. I need not reiterate it. But what is your opinion? You are also responsible because Congress party was in power in 92. Babri Masjid demolition happened because of Congress party's connivance. The riots in Mumbai happened because Congress didn't stop it. I am making all these charges, they are on record. And let them also say, now Asiman accused in Makkah Masjid bomb blast have got bail. Makkah Masjid bomb blast, 12th March 2014, they were given bail. I spoke to Mr. Shinde. I said, sir, you still have 2 months. You can still file an SLP. But they didn't do. I am raising all these issues. So Asaduddin Owaisi becomes a persona non grata. But I am assuring them that I will continue to raise issues which I believe are the rightful issues. And my stand for justice and my fight for justice will continue no matter what. And after this treatment being meted out to us, I am assuring inshallah ta'ala, assembly election will be putting up more candidates. In the Bengaluru, 6 assembly segments have also identified some candidates. I have told them start working from now on. I will not go back now because this is not the way we pay homage to those great freedom fighters who fought for democracy. What was the main fight? No, we want our country to be independent. We want our voices to be heard. East India Company cannot be reflective of our voices. This is what is happening over here. And I'm sure the people of Bengaluru would understand and give a definite verdict. And I'm sure that they will give us an opportunity to serve them. These are what I have to say. I am sorry if I have taken long. You can ask me any question you want and I'm going to sit here and answer all of them. Thank you.
सर, क्या आपको लगता है कि कांग्रेस डर रही है कि आपके आने से मुस्लिम वोट्स डिवाइड होंगे, इसीलिए आपको रैली में परमिशन नहीं दी जाती है?
सर देखिए, मैं कहीं नहीं जा रहा हूँ, मैं मशहूर हूँ भड़काऊ भाषण के लिए बैठता हूँ, फिक्र मत करिए आप। मुस्लिम वोट की आप बात कर रहे हैं। 2009 में मैं पार्लियामेंट इलेक्शन नहीं लड़ा, 2014 में मैं पार्लियामेंट इलेक्शन नहीं लड़ा, एक भी मुसलमान क्यों नहीं जीता एमपी? कौन जिम्मेदार है? मैं जिम्मेदार हूं इसका। आप सोचिए 10 साल से कर्नाटका में एक मुस्लिम एमपी ने जीत पा रहा है। कितने पॉपुलेशन है, कितने मुस्लिम एमएलए कर्नाटका असेंबली में है? मैं जिम्मेदार हूं। अब ऐसा हो जाएगा कि कांग्रेस के मिनिस्टर के घर में अगर भैंस दूध नहीं बोलेंगे तो बोलेंगे नहीं ओवैसी सामने से गया था इसलिए भैंस दूध नहीं दी। ये कैसा होगा? ये आप इंट्रोस्पेक्शन करो, गलती आप में है। और मोर देन पॉलिटिक्स, कांग्रेस शुड रिमेंबर दैट व्हाट गोज अराउंड विल कम अराउंड। आज आप पावर में है, कल कोई और आएगा पावर में। अगर आपके लीडर को दिल्ली से आने रोक दिया तो क्या बोलेंगे आप? यू आर डूइंग रॉन्ग, दिस इज नॉट गुड फॉर डेमोक्रेसी। और अगर डर होता है तो डर होना चाहिए, डर होना चाहिए। अब डरने का टाइम है। हुगली में 12 बच्चे 8 साल के बाद छूटे, एक को सस्पेंड करना था। आप हमदर्दी है ना हमारे, ठीक है मैं बुरा हूं, आप अच्छे हैं ना, सस्पेंड करना था।